Serena Williams is in the news, and unfortunately, somebody got fired. Hey guys, welcome to Insight That Matters with Evaldo. I am your host. I'm here with another episode that we're going to be doing individually. Be on the lookout for more episodes like this from me, Matt, and Deshaun. And be on the lookout for another one of our podcast episodes that we'll be putting out really soon. All right, we'll keep you guys posted on that. But today I want to talk about Serena Williams and Buffalo Bills sports radio host Rob Lederman. Rob was recently fired for a comment that he made in regards to Serena Williams. Let's go on to the article that was written back in March by Fox News. It was written a while ago. I wanted to talk about this for a while, but I never got a chance to, but better to do it now than never, right? So the article reads and says a Buffalo, New York sports radio host was fired Wednesday for making a comment about Serena Williams and other black celebrities when talking about women he found attractive. Rob Lederman, the now former host of the Morning Bull on 97 Rock Buffalo, got into the conversation while talking with ESPN's Buffalo Bills beat reporter Marcel Lewis-Jacks. The conversation was about what level on the toaster everyone on the show set for their morning toast. Okay? So then Rob responds and he goes, I have them set to the attractiveness of women that I find to be attractive, Lederman said. I will never go to a Serena Williams level, but I'm very comfortable with the Halle Berry level. So he was joking about how dark he's willing to go as far as his taste for women. And he was comparing that to how he liked his toast. So my man made a joke that he shouldn't have made in the environment that he's in working for ESPN. Or, an extension of ESPN, a Buffalo Bills radio station that's an extension of ESPN. He's working there for a very woke company. You should know better, Rob. Come on, man. You don't make jokes like that unless you're around people that you can really trust and won't leak your conversation like Marcel Lewis-Jacks. He was the one that leaked at the person that he was talking to. He's a beat writer for ESPN, and he leaked the conversation that they had, and ESPN did what they're going to do in this woke culture environment. They fired the dude, which I think was an overreach for them. They should not have done that. But Rob, you should know better. Come on, man. You know the environment that we're in. You're white. You're a male. You're probably a heterosexual male. It's not good for you and those vocal companies to say what you just said. You have to be a little bit more shrewd about how you make jokes like that. Make them around people that you're comfortable with and that you know for sure will not be offended. People like me, I'm not going to get offended, Rob. I think what you said is actually funny, and a lot of people on the other end of the aisle, like blacks, will make jokes like that, but nobody calls them out on it because the double standard is so clear to these left woke people that it doesn't stick to them. It just won't stick to them, and you should be more careful as to when you make jokes like this. Just be careful, everybody. This is just a warning to everybody out there. That kind of jokes like this, just be very careful what you say, because I'm telling you, if you guys don't think that this cancel culture woke thing is coming to a theater near you, it most certainly will if it keeps going the way that it's going. What they're setting here is a very bad precedence. What ESPN and the Buffalo Bills sports station is doing is a very, very bad precedence, because now you're messing with people's speech. Now you're getting in the way of people being really transparent, or really saying something that's true, that they really feel. You're getting in the way of that. You're making people unable to freely do that without thinking about the cost and what it's going to cost them. That's not good. That's not what America is founded on. That's not what we're based on. That's not what our Constitution allows us to be. We're supposed to be free in our speech, in our religion, in our pursuit of happiness, etc. And when you start doing things like this, that's an overreach, and it's no bueno. You're setting bad precedences. What I think probably should have happened, if you really want to go down that route, was maybe give him a lesser degree of punishment, maybe some sensitivity training, maybe a fine or something, but to fire the guy, make him lose his livelihood because he made a joke that black people have made. I mean, look at Al Sharpton. I've seen him make racial jokes to white people on MSNBC live and not get any repercussions for it. I've seen Montrezl Harrell, a basketball player, that when he played for the Clippers, called Luka Doncic on the basketball court a white b-boy and got no repercussion for it. And he's supposed to be like standing, he's out there protesting and standing up with Black Lives Matter, pushing for racial equality and all this stuff, racial sensitivity, and he got no pushback. Total hypocrisy and double standard. But like I said, it does not stick to them. So we have to be better at their own game, because calling them out or if you're just going to make comments like this and not be worried about it, we've got to be better at their own game, because the hypocrisy does not stick to them. The double standard does not stick to them. Look at that professor that got fired because she complained. She was expressing with another professor that the majority of the people that struggle in her class, this was a professor in the UK, a woman, she got fired from her job after being there for many years, about the majority, complaining that the majority of the people in her class that struggle were black men or black kids. And it's true. What she's saying is true, but she's not allowed to say that. She's not allowed to make a proper evaluation or estimation of the performance level in her class, because of the woke culture and what they're trying to do. Just calling everything racist. So now you can't even say what's true without it being called, racist when you're talking about black people. And it's true what she says. A lot of the black folks that get into these schools, they don't belong there because they're not meeting the competency level. You have to, you can't just allow people to go into these positions or these schools without meeting the requirements, on a competent level basis. You can't just allow them because of their skin color. So because of what she said being true, she got fired, and that's not good. No bueno. It's not good. And we got to be hip to this and awake to this, because this thing is spreading like it ain't nobody's business. Okay, so I just don't think it was a good move on their end. I think they could have done something different, but I also think that we need to be more careful and more shrewd, and we need to mobilize and really think about how we're going to combat the situation here, because they're going amok with this left woke cancel culture. Look at James O'Keefe. He just got kicked out of Twitter because of his stance that he took on political situations like the election and certain stances that the Democratic Party have. He was calling them out on it. He got banned from Twitter. So this cancel culture is real. It is spreading, and we need to be careful and be shrewd and be wise about how we're gonna combat this and gain back some of the freedom that we should be having in this country as it pertains to speech. Okay. But that's all I wanted to say on this. I thought it was a really interesting story. I thought it was something worth mentioning. And, I want to get you guys' thoughts on it. Should Rob have been fired, or did ESPN do an overreach there? Tell me what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And be on the lookout again for our next podcast episode. All right, guys? I'll see y'all later.